Welcome back, everybody. Over the years, I've checked out a lot of keyboards: small, big, loud, quiet, cheap, expensive. But one thing I haven't seen until now is a blue mechanical keyboard. This is the Azio MK Hue blue mechanical keyboard, coming in at just $50. Starting off with a general overview, of course, on the front, we have this nice blue finish that I'll talk more about in a second. We have just a standard rubber cable coming out the back. On the back, of course, we have rubber pads and raised feet. The raised feet, unfortunately, do not have rubber pads on them. And then, interestingly, I haven't seen this before, there's actually a keycap puller over here, just built within the casing of the keyboard that you pull out, and then you can use this to pull off keycaps. So, interesting place to put it. I like it. It seems useful, and I'm not sure why other companies haven't thought of that before. In terms of build quality, as I just mentioned, it has this beautiful aluminum blue front panel that looks absolutely amazing. I'll try to get as good B-roll as I can, but really in person, this thing just has a really nice color tone. I like it a lot. Around back, there's just some standard black casing, and there's also a red aluminum option and a black one available. Of course, I went for the blue because blue is kind of my favorite color, but really, it just looks phenomenal. In terms of layout, fortunately, they didn't mess with anything. We have a fully standard, full-sized keyboard with a number pad. When it comes to keycaps, I just have some standard ABS plastic keycaps. Not the best in the world, they're not PBT or anything, but they will do the job. So in terms of switches, we have Altemu browns here, and browns basically have a tactile bump still, but there's just no audible click, which makes it a little bit quieter. If you've used blues, they're kind of just like a muffled version of blues. I still like typing on them a lot. They're still very satisfying, and it is actually Altemu. For a while, I thought it was Dutemu, because I said Altemu in a video, and then somebody corrected me to Dutemu, but then straight from their product page, it said Altemu. So I think it's Altemu, or maybe it's Dutemu, and they made the error. Altemu, or Dutemu. And that brings us to LEDs. So there's a solid white backlighting on this. There's a few preset modes you can do. I just usually leave it on full and the brightness all the way up. And I think the white LEDs actually look really good with the blue. They kind of just work together really well. It wouldn't make sense to put RGB backlighting on a blue keyboard because obviously some colors just wouldn't work as well. So I think it was a smart move just to go with white, and I'm sure that helped cut costs as well. So yeah, good LEDs. And of course, what type of MS Tech video would this be without a typing test? So I've loaded up a type racer. I will then point the mic at the keyboard so you can hear it, and we'll see how fast this baby can type. Wow, 141 words per minute. This keyboard can type. Alright, so conclusion time. As just a standard $50 full-size mechanical keyboard, this is a good value. That is not a very expensive price, and you're getting a solid full-size real mechanical keyboard with nice brown switches in it. But the blue color, the nice blue aluminum on top, is just icing on the cake. And if your setup is blue or red, I highly recommend getting one of these keyboards because honestly, there's just not many keyboards out there that offer options in colors in terms of like the top plate or anything. And props to them for offering these options without rising the price because of a lack of competition. So I'm all for it. If you like the blue, or if you like the red, or even if you just like the black and like the keyboard in general, highly recommend getting this keyboard. I really like it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more content, and as always, stay classy.
Oops.